Hi friends, and welcome to Book a Day for Little Learners. We're in the middle of our Dr. Seuss book series, and today we're going to read What Was I Scared Of? A Glow-in-the-Dark Encounter by Dr. Seuss. Have you been enjoying the series so far? I hope so. What was I scared of? Is there anything you're scared of, friends? There are some things I'm afraid of. Well, I was walking in the night and I saw nothing scary, for I've never been afraid of anything, not very. Then I was deep within the woods when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? Be standing in the air for? And then they moved, those empty pants. They kind of started jumping, and then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out. I got out fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I did not care for, no, sir. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. While I had fetched the spinach, I was starting to walk back through town when those pants raced around a corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home. Believe me, I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride them, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside them. That would be spooky, wouldn't it, friends? And the next night I was fishing for doubt trout on a River River when those pants came rowing toward me. Well, I started into shiver. This whole book is like a tongue twister, friends. And by now I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed and rode away and lost my hook, line, and bait too. Friends, what do you think is going on? What do you think that is? It would scare me if I kept seeing it. I ran and found a brickle bush. I hid myself away. I got brickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. Do you see them? I stayed all night, the next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt, but I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I'll bet that you know who. That's right, it was the pants. And there I was, caught in the snide, and in that dreadful place, those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelled for help. I screamed. I shrieked. I howled. I yowled. I cried. Oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside. But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering. And I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants, with nobody inside them. It is a little bit sad, isn't it? And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I, and we never shake or tremble. We both smile and we say, hi. Now they're getting along, aren't they, friends? Dr. Seuss does a lot of silly little stories. What did the character have to be afraid of? He was afraid of the pants with nobody in it. But it turned out in the end there wasn't anything to be scared of, was there? Friends, I appreciate you joining me. I hope you hit the thumbs up like button. If you aren't already a subscriber, I hope that you choose to subscribe. And my subscribers, I will see you tomorrow for another Dr. Seuss story. Until then,